Welcome back. Well, you know, about 3.5 years ago, I began the process of extending my deck and building a base for a pizza oven. It's going to be a big brick oven. I was going to put a pavilion rooftop over it with timber frame construction. And I got all the timbers all mortised and tented, and then I woke up one morning, and you know, being the eclectic sort of guy that I am, I can jump from one hoop to another. I decided, no, I think I'd rather have a semi-enclosed deck and attach it to the house. So I've been cutting up all the timbers that I mortised and tented. I've been cutting them up to make trim work, and nice pine trim work and everything that's going to go on this semi-enclosed deck. So right now, I'm being kind of bothered by the sunlight coming in and creating all these different shadows here. But while I wait for my the metal roof to be delivered tomorrow, I'm going to make use of what time I have and start building this pizza oven. I ordered this pizza oven from the Fire Brick Company in Melbourne, Australia. They actually have a U.S. outlet, and so it was delivered about 3.5 years ago. But you know, as things, I just cracked open the crate just 2 days ago for the first time and saw what was inside. It's unbelievable. They have so much, everything is in there, including even a package of thumbtacks that I'll be using momentarily to affix the template to the calcium silicate boards that I have to cut in the dimension of the actual finished oven base. So the process of building this oven is something that I want to bring you, and I'll see if I can do a video for each of the processes that I do. Today I'm going to be using just basically a saber saw and cutting out the calcium silicate boards. They're 2-inch thick by 24 inches deep, and they're 39 and something, whatever metric dimension that is. The calcium silicate boards are going to be beneath the oven, and that's basically to provide insulation between the oven base, where there's going to be some thick fire bricks at the base where you lay your pizzas and bread, or you know, if you're cooking meat, whatever you're cooking in there, you lay the food on top of those bricks. Those are approximately 1 foot square bricks, and they're already pre-cut. They do a marvelous job. And if anybody's interested in, you know, getting into a brick oven for making pizzas or any kind of bread oven, it's a good outfit to go with. I think their prices were better than most kits that I found, and everything is included. I don't have to be sourcing out all my own materials, and it's special materials that by the time you collect them all, you're probably going to end up paying pretty much the same thing. And it's all delivered to your house. So right from Melbourne, Australia. So right now, I'm going to take these tacks. I'm going to tack down the templates onto the calcium silicate boards, and we're going to start cutting away. So stay tuned. So this looks like child's play. Took me about 15 minutes to cut these templates from the sheet. They were on 2 separate rolls. Like I say, they provide everything. It's very precisely engineered. We'll get these nailed down. This calcium silicate is it's a dense material. It looks like styrofoam. These tacks are penetrating very, very easily. Actually, more easily than corkboard. They slide right in nicely. And but this is a heat-resistant substance that will keep heat away from the concrete top that my daughter helped put on top of this. And if you want to go back through some of my older videos back 3.5 years ago, you'll see the process where my daughter and I were laying the footing for this base 4.5 feet below grade level, because we live in New Hampshire. We have a 4-foot frost line that we have to mind. Otherwise, frost will lift. It'll lift things up and move things around during the wintertime. So here we are. We have to obey the laws of physics and nature. This is kind of a relaxing, fun process. Fortunately, I don't have any wind today to bother me. Make sure I get this aligned. There's a center line down the middle of this plan, this template, that will line up with that'll line up with the center line on my oven base. This is the my oven base top is actually 4.5 inches thick, very, and it's all reinforced, very sturdy. It's reinforced with lots of rebar, 1/2 inch rebar, and that's all laced together with rebar wire. So we'll get this tacked down nicely. I don't think I need more than that. That looks like enough. My saber saw is it's a conventional saber saw. At my age, I'm not going out buying all kinds of cordless tools, but this is a very good saber saw. So let's begin. Using a standard wood blade. I guess I'm going to get a dust protector from my face, because I don't want to inhale this stuff. Be right back. Okay, so let's continue. I'm amply protected now. Make sure my fan is on. Cuts easily. Cuts like butter. The white dust is hard to see the line. That's one piece. Piece number 2. Number 2. We did 4, 3, 2. I guess we're going in that direction. Part number 5. And tack that last template on. That's the Firebrook company. He has a marvelous website. Shows you every detailed step of the way. Does a great job. What was really impressed me more than anything else was his attention to detail and his willingness to show clearly how it was done from start to finish. I'm cutting it on the orbital setting also helps a lot. Fini. So that completes step 1. Now I've got this oven set back 9 inches on the concrete, which will allow me an additional inch for overhang for a polished granite landing out in front of the pizza oven. And so the total depth from front to rear, and this is before the fire blanket is put on it and all the other things. Right now this base measures 60 3/4, 60 3/4, and the diameter is 52 1/4, and this front section in here is 32 1/4 wide. This is a very, very nice roomy oven, and it's recommended that the back of the oven the back and sides have at least 3 inches clearance from the wall, and I'm going to be building that wall out by by the thickness of another 2x4. So that I can build a shelf up above, to put decorative plates and steins and things like that, about 4 feet above the oven. So I've got plenty of setback. It's got 9 to 12 inches of setback. So that's it. I'll see you at the next step.